Slash Brothers podcast. We all the way live. And I know what y'all thinking. Some looks a little different. No Ace Kennedy today. Shout out to my brother from another mother, though. But you know what? I think I have to bring in some of the, I guess he's unofficial Slash brother, maybe to y'all anyway, though, right? Gotta bring in the bad guy, though, right? But you know, we got to get everything situated, get everything right for y'all, though. We got a couple things to get into today. I'm hyped because we got some more information. More information here, though. I wanted to get the bad guy on because, listen, he has some real spicy things to talk about some of these topics that we getting into. I'm talking about real spicy, hot fries, Wendy's spicy nuggets, spicy the last time we kind of talked about this, though, right? So we're going to get into it with this new information, though. But shout out to my brother Ace Kennedy. He out there, man. The homie Deuce had him had a game out there, man. And so he was trying to catch that. So shout out to them. Hopefully them boys go ahead and get the dub. Got a couple of, it's a good look for him. I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think he has a couple of cool little schools checking him on out while he's out there, though. So big AAU tournament on out there, though, man. And then especially given the, how we're not quite certain of how this particular school year and athletic year will look like. It's a good look to have the homie Deuce getting on out there to get that kind of look, though, man. And, of course, if you know my brother Ace, he records every single thing. So he has to go ahead and make sure he's there to go ahead and pull this one on out there, though. So shout out to them real quick. Y'all know how we do. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm loving to get your feedback. But without further ado, my other brother from another mother, another mother. Let me get the bad guy. Let me get him in here. Wait. First, now that you on here, let me get this right. Let me start. Let me get this theme music going real quick. You pull up.
There it is. Okay. There it is. Give it up. Power up. Give me. There it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. The greatest all time. Okay.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man.
TGIF. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Man, thank God. Man. I made it through the week. You make it through the week, my brother?
I made it through unscathed, though, man. I'm very, very, very happy to be here. Let me tell you, bro. Now, as I was saying, my other brother from another mother. The bad guy himself. Give him his props.
Hey, I know I got about 3 fans on this podcast now. Okay. I know y'all been waiting to see me. I've been missing y'all. Okay. I done became friends with the great Mark Nurse, man. That is my new dude.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna have to look this man up. You know what I'm saying? I owe him a couple drinks, man. Hey.
Solid dude, man. Solid, real solid dude, man. I'm hoping here, man. I got my ATL partners that's also probably jump on here real quick one time, though, man. The boys is out they on that grind, chasing the money. So hopefully, man, before we hop on, if I can get there, because I gotta get I wanted to get some opinions about this in here, though, bro. First off, let's start it on now. You gotta tell me, best thing you've seen all week is what?
Man, so my son started his first week of college Monday.
Okay.
And I paid the tuition, and my bank account didn't go negative.
Okay.
That was the best thing that happened this week. I could afford to send my son to college. I was nervous. I was nervous, Lord.
Listen, did you cry when you dropped him off?
Hell no, man. And you know what's funny? No, man, Hey, this is a whole nother segment. But like I tell people, I went away to the military when I was his age.
Okay.
Now I say that to say every summer after he was about 2 years old, I used to punt that Negro out my front door all the way to Missouri, all the way to South Carolina, all the way to Tennessee. Man, I kick my babies out the nest, let them fly, So I tell everybody, I said, I'll cry when he graduates. I'll cry if he ever goes away to the service, any of that. But as long as that Negro is still saying, hey, Dad, can you put $50 in my checking account?
Right.
No, I have no tears for him. You see what I'm saying? I mean, he's on his next level. Like I say, now when he graduates college,
yeah.
Now I'm sure I'll cry big crocodile tears then.
Hey, bro, listen, I laugh, man, because I think that when it comes to Landon, you got a tribe over there, man.
I got a tribe. Yeah, this is my third time. This is my third kid out of college, man.
I can see why it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Like you got a zip code starting on over there, though.
Oh man.
For me, right? I only got with me only having my one son, Landon, Doc. I think I'd be over here. I don't know who would be crying more. I think I might be crying more than my wife, though. Bro. I was getting teared up I was getting teared up, bro. No cap. When Landon went from pre-K, when he was going to private school, to public school. So I can only imagine how crazy I might get.
This is the thing. That is a landmark moment. You know what I'm saying? Because when Chris graduated, when any of them graduate, I think that's when I get sentimental. When it's the building block. You see what I'm saying? It's the building block. So pre-K to kindergarten, first grade. Hey, I don't think I cried, but I had that good Denzel going, right? One. And it's always been, it's an unspoken rule where I'm from, men don't cry, blah, blah, blah. Now, for a fact, I'm a cry baby, but that's neither here nor there. So no, there's nothing wrong with crying, but like I say, when people make my tears seem as if I'm sad because he's leaving, nah, if anything, they would be tears of joy because I see the progression in him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love people go crazy, say, man, Chris, you make Facebook videos all the time. I say, man, I don't make the videos for y'all. I make them for me so I can remember what was happening. So with that being said, Chris is now 18 years old, going off to college. And what does Facebook do? Fill my timeline with the last 7 years of him growing. Yeah. Bro, I just shared a video. His first, I heard you talk about Deuce. His first AAU tournament workout. I just shared that video, man. That dude was like 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Little bitty square-haired dude, man. And now he's 6'2", slam dunking on anybody he wants to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? So I just love it, man. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Listen, bro. I think that it's.
Now, how good was your week, man? Nah, man. Let's keep the show going.
Oh man, you know what's funny? So my week. So this is what's crazy. So we talk about this all the time. So I'm working on an album. I think this is gonna be the masterpiece. It's an upgrade from the last project I have, right? So basically, this whole entire week has been pretty much filled with me grinding it on out at the 9 to 5, but then also so that I would be able to have time in between that to actually focus on getting songs over. I've mixed them, trying to get Ace to go ahead and do a final mix on them so that we can go ahead and do the mastering, which is a whole nother process, right? So my whole entire week has been filled with that. It's getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. One thing that I got a chance to get away from it was I went out to the park, play basketball for the first time in like maybe 5 months, full court, right? Got out there, I went ahead, bro, and got me the little training mask, right? How to do mask. They like, all right, we Gucci then, right? So shout out to Cheryl King. Wait a minute. Let me tell you what's funny. Let me stop right mid-sentence real quick. So my girl Cheryl King. So I've been with the company that I'm with now for 17 years, right? Ooh. 17 years I've been there. I started there. Actually, if you want to do total time, probably more like 18. 1 year I did it as a temporary contract employee. Right. Cheryl King was one of the people who interviewed me 18 years ago at the spot that I'm at right now, though, bro. This right how far on, back we go. Yeah. So shout out to Cheryl King, though, man. Good right people. We're good people. So
right on, Michelle. Thank you.
Hey, but peep this though, right? So we go. I'm out here at the park, right? Haven't played in a hot minute. You know, I've shot around. I run. You know what I'm saying? A couple times a week. So you know, I knew that I was going to be, you know, in the shape to go ahead and do it, but it's just running full speed, running full speed. That's
playing defense, like jumping up and down.
You gotta get, you know, my knees. I still got 40-year-old knees though, right? You know what I'm saying? So I get on out here though, bro. And you know, the good thing about it is that, you know, it's like it felt like riding a bike again, but I had my training mask on, right? So the training mask it's supposed to train your lungs and everything like that, so you can boost your endurance by you being able to. I think the idea is you take in less oxygen, build up your rest, whatever it did. So either way,
like running in the mountains, like running in the mountains,
right? You Rocky Mountain running. So I'm out here, bro. And I'm already trying to get my legs under me, right? But then I got this mask on, and I'm trying to get you this mask straps behind your head, and I'm sitting here going.
Have you been running with it? Have you been shooting with it on?
I've never done anything with it. Never have done anything with it ever. This is the first time I'm thinking like, nah, we about to go ahead and get us a test run right now. So one of the cats who I work out with out there, he trains. He said, nah, keep it on. And it'll be difficult, but you get used to it. So I'm out here though, bro, and I'm over here feeling like I'm about to die. Like I feel like I was suffocating. And he was telling me that you gotta start out by opening up the valve on there and everything. Yeah. So, bro, I'm over here, man. I'm over here I'm gasping for air. I mean, it literally feels like I'm suffocating, bro. So I'm sitting here like I had to take a break. I mean, this is how I knew it. I'm sitting here calling bogus calls just to get my win. I'm having to take the mask off. They talking about what's the score. I'm saying we up by like 3 just so that they'll argue a call so I can go ahead and take my mask down. Breathe it in though, bro. But it was pretty dope. I got a chance to go out there, man. I played probably about played about 4 games though. Played with the man. I got used to it eventually, though, man. Played a couple games, came back the other day, ran again though, man. And it felt, I mean, so much relief, stress reliever, just because, you know, it's like I'm a pretty competitive person. I love the competitive aspect of basketball, and that's what I was missing. Even though I run, even though I shoot, getting out there, the competition was dope. I laugh, bro.
I'm free.
Because, you know, listen, you good on my side.
Okay.
So peep this though. I was telling the homie Ace, I was like, bro, I'll never back down when it comes to talking trash, right? Had this young boy, he was out there.
I've seen. I've been with you.
Yeah, you didn't see me get them boys to work out there.
Right.
I'm glad. Let me stop. I'm glad I got you that can co-sign anything that I say, because I remember you was out here. I was giving them boys that work out there and talking to them. So you know me, I ain't gonna back down from the talk. I told one of these boys out here, he was probably about 23-ish, but I've been playing with most of these guys since they was 16, and they graduated to the big court, right? So I always slip in my stuff that, you know, I told them, and somebody was like, yeah, you know, they called me Texas out there. It was like, Texas, yo, how old are you anyway? I was like, bro, I'm about to turn 40 out here though, right? They was like, no way. I was like, yeah, man. I said, that's why I'm out here giving y'all boys this work, and I'm knocking on this 40. So the homeboy was like, that's why you out here cheating and all this other stuff. I said, bro, I'm 40 years old. I said, that means I'm old enough to be your daddy. So you need to tell your mama to come holler at a real one there, though. Listen, Chris, what was funny about this, right, is the older cats was like, Doc, how you call him on now? And he didn't even catch the fact that you was dropping the subs about his daddy. Like, tell you,
because your daddy, shit. Yeah.
But I had a good time on out there, though, man. It felt, Listen, I've been paying for it now. I had to go ahead and soak these knees in some Epsom salt.
Epsom salt, I was going to ask you, got the big gay smell in the house.
Listen, bro, I ain't got the big gay, but I had to soak in some Epsom salt. I immediately took my Advil though, man, and I'm back Gucci though, man. So I'm trying to go ahead and hopefully get back into the routine of hooping and running full court again. Though,
hey, God bless you, because I never was a basketball player, but I was an athlete. I get out and play.
Right.
I gave up that concrete, jumping on that concrete about 4-5 years. I can't do it, man. I'd rather ride a bull than play a pickup game. Man, I feel like I rode a bull after playing a pickup game. You know what I'm saying? Especially them young boys trying to run with Chris now.
Oh man, the wild part about it though, man, is that I think that like so I've been over here in Snellville now, man, since 2005. I probably started playing out at the park maybe 2-3 years later, right? So I've been running and gunning out there for like 12 years. So it ain't that big of a deal. Like I guess I'm kind of used to it.
Man, that impact, bro. That concrete don't move. When you in the gym, that wood gives when you hit it. So speaking of basketball. What's your Lakers gonna do?
Listen, bro, that is funny you say that, bro, because I'm wondering if the clock had struck and that a lot of these teams are turning back into pumpkins, homeboy.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. First off, before I get into the Lakers, Ace Kennedy was sure that the Thunder was about to go ahead and take these boys, right? He was for sure. He knew that they was going to beat the Rockets. He already had the blueprint. He was ready. Now, let me tell you what's funny. I talked to him before the show. He said, bro, the one thing that I'm mad about. Last week, he said he made the announcement. Hey, I went ahead and I recorded the national anthem that they're going to play in the playoffs.
Yep.
He says, I was just told that they're going to play my video at Game 6. He said, bro, we might not even make it to Game 6, though. He's like, I said, oh, no. So he said, that we ain't going to even get to Game 6, though, bro. So I said, you know what, man? The Thunder had me fooled because all throughout this season, I thought that they transformed, and this is led by Chris Paul. Everybody's going to chip in, and everybody's not. And they're out there trying to play Houston's game, bro. I'm surprised that it's going that way. But for the Lakers, I think that the Lakers is about to go ahead and finish these boys off now. Portland didn't even look for the start of the game. They looked like, hey, we took game 1. We playing with house money going forward. We can make up. And I didn't like how they tapped out so early on. Like they didn't look interested in the game whatsoever, though, bro.
So I seen y'all already talked about it, but since I'm here, I'm gonna talk about it.
What we got?
I think Paul Pierce added some gasoline.
We didn't talk about that.
Portland didn't. Oh, y'all didn't talk about that? I thought y'all
we gonna talk about it right here, right now, though.
Man, so if anybody watching, listening, if y'all ain't really basketball fans or whatever, Paul Pierce, Boston Celtics, one of LeBron's fierce competitors of the East, made a big statement about 4-5 days ago.
Right.
He said if LeBron don't win this championship this year, which is a hoax year to me.
No. He said if they lose to Portland, they lose in the first round.
Well, he said both. He said if he don't win this championship,
right.
Better yet, if he don't even win this series that he's in right now, no more GOAT talk. That's what he said. No more GOAT talk. Now, when Paul Pierce said that, I said, you sound like a cornball. You see what I'm saying? Because let's think about Mike and the Wizards. You see what I'm saying? When we talk about GOATs, LeBron's here now. He's been here. He's got the longevity now. You know what I'm saying? So his rings is adding up to Mike's and blah, blah, blah. He's running with damn near a brand new cast. And now in a hoax year, you want to say if he don't win this year, you can't even talk about this man? I think it was coming. If someone else would have said it, if Shaq would have said it, matter of fact, even if Charles Barkley would have said it, but Paul Pierce, I like you, Paul. You are a very instrumental player, but nobody can tell me what you're the best at. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I think he just tried to get his name out there, bro. He hurt my feelings when he said the shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you there, Chris Top. I think Paul Pierce is one of the biggest LeBron haters in the world. So let's put this in context. Context, right? So Paul Pierce, prior to Kevin Garnett and them getting there and Ray Allen joining him, Paul Pierce was a good player that put up a lot of numbers, good numbers on the sorry Celtics team. He gets his guys, Garnett, Ray Allen. But prior to that, LeBron was dog walking.
Yeah.
He gets Garnett and gets Ray Allen. He's walking around with his chest puffed out, right? Because they was working LeBron. It was LeBron against a bunch of I'm not gonna say nobodies. Boobie Gibson, Zildjiūnas Ilgauskas, a bunch of just guys, regular guys, no Hall of Fame
guys that understood the rules of basketball.
Guys that know that they made it to the NBA. And Paul Pierce is thinking like, oh yeah, naturally he's thinking he was in a league before LeBron. He's thinking I'm better than LeBron. I understand that. I get that completely. And so I think that Paul Pierce, his perspective of LeBron is rather unique because he was taking them L's from LeBron. And then once he finally got through LeBron, now he's really feeling himself. But then once LeBron got over that hump, and then the Celtics started to diminish where Kevin Garnett had some injuries. And then they broke up the whole team because LeBron was dog washing him when he went down there to Miami again. So Paul Pierce's perspective is, I'm the reason why LeBron went to South Beach. I'm the reason why LeBron had to join forces to match what I'm doing. Never mind the fact that Paul Pierce needed the help. But here's the thing, though, right?
Cheryl King's funny. I like that.
So check this. Paul Pierce then goes to the Nets, and he has Kevin Garnett, and LeBron is dog walking them in. Now, mind you, they both are not in their primes. They're 2 years out of their prime, but LeBron James is still in his, and he is washing them. And LeBron puts this boy on out of his misery and then sends him packing. He went to the Wizards. LeBron washed him there again. LeBron sends this boy all the way out to the West Coast. And if you remember, Paul Pierce's last year, LeBron was still with Cleveland by then. But you remember Draymond said, listen, what you thought? They was going to give you some parade like Kobe? They don't love you like that. They don't even, So Paul Pierce's perspective of LeBron is rather unique. But with that said, I think I agree with him on this one, though, Broham. I agree with him. What? Let me tell you why.
I'll say this. It's I think it's just something to hear it coming from him. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing.
Here's why I agree with Paul Pierce on that, right? Because with all things considered, I agree with you that the Washington Wizards, Michael Jordan, that did happen, right? We ain't gonna just act like you didn't come out of retirement and everything like that.
Didn't do nothing.
Granted, I understand that you was 39, whatever it says. When you was getting them points and rebounds and assists,
that's it, but I like
them counted, right?
I like it. I'll take it.
Here's where I'm going with this, right? I think that with that said, though, right, that the homie LeBron, if you can't get past, if you're the number one seed and you can't get past Portland, right, you can't sit there and have no GOAT talk. None, because even when Jordan was with the Wizards were never a number one seed, which means he never had the kind of players on his team that anybody would have as the surefire pick, right? So when you're LeBron, even at this age, right, at year 17, I get that LeBron is he's still playing at a high level. But at the end of the day, you still are the number one seed. You technically have who people say is the most talented player you've ever played with. And if you're the favorite and you lose to Portland, we can't even talk about GOAT. I don't think he's a GOAT either way. He's not to go either way, but don't get out my face with this talk.
Hold on. Now, all I'm saying is this is a Hulk season. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the first year that San Antonio wins. You know, on the strike shit.
No.
This ain't the regular. This ain't the regular takeoff.
The rings count. Everybody who's playing in the playoffs are playing under the same conditions, right? Even when Tim,
I dig it. I dig that part. All I'm saying is,
it's not an
but the reason I would say, but you're going to allow that to literally diminish anything that he does after or what he's done before, because during this season, he couldn't get his thing going. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't get the groove back in quarantine. We're going to say you can't be the GOAT because you couldn't deliver during quarantine. You're gonna say, hey, you can't be in the talk. That's all that's messing with me, is that you're gonna say, now I do get it. If he doesn't beat Portland, then yeah,
if
then,
you can't be
but then to say that if he don't win it all, that's where I'm like, wait, you know what I mean? Not beating Portland is one thing. Shut up, Renata. But to say, hey, you can't be in the conversation because you didn't win the whole series. I don't know. That's just a lot for me. I don't call him the GOAT, but he's close, man. He's close.
No, it's not. He's not
close.
No.
All right.
No, it's not. The reason why I say that, right? I look at it like this, and maybe my perspective of Jordan is so godly, bro, that I look at that and I think of all of the players that Jordan, all of the players from the 90s, right?
The nobodies that Jordan made somebody. I dig it. I'm already
No. Think about this. Think about all of the players from the 90s that you can think of that are Hall of Fame players that don't have rings because they play Jordan.
Patrick Ewing,
Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, until Jordan was gone. That's when Gary Payton got his stuff.
Right.
All those guys, Mark Price, Brad Doherty,
Karl Malone, John Stockton.
The golden era of the NBA does not have a ring solely because of Jordan. And the reason why I think that there are just players out there who, I'm not going to say they don't have any reason having rings, but what I'm saying is that it happened on LeBron's watch that the Warriors had 73 wins, right? They were a good team. And I can't take that away from Steph that, you can say they went and added KD and everything like that. But
they won without him first, too.
They won without him first.
Yeah, they won him without, and mind you, KD is my dog. But yeah, right. I'm with you. I'm here.
So when I look at that, right, I just think of like the Mavs, right? That happened, right? That I can't ignore.
Dirk gave him that work.
They lost to the Spurs. That happened, right? So like, I'm looking at that. I can't say that he's the GOAT, only from the standpoint of I just know that there were far more greater players that Jordan had to face that don't have rings than what LeBron. Now, granted, I think that the competition is. I think that it's equal, right?
I'll say this, and then I'll let it go. Right? Jordan had one of the best coaches as well. Phil Jackson has a lot to do with the Jordan era. You see what I'm saying? I don't even talk about how great Scottie Pippen was. Phil Jackson has a lot to do with Mike. Okay, now. And the only reason I'm saying that is to say Michael Jordan, I'm not a basketball guy. Now, I can talk history and I can talk the games I remember.
Facts.
But Magic Johnson is the GOAT to me. See, you see what I'm saying? So when the GOAT conversation really first started, right? And then you talk Mike, Kobe, and LeBron. That's what these people talk about now. Well, they say, well, Kobe doesn't count because he's Jordan. And then now we compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. And I said, that's not fair because LeBron, to me, was always more of a Magic. You see what I'm saying? So you look at the different types of players. And and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, all I'll say is Michael Jordan was a great leader. He was a great motivator, and he did make you, like saying, I always think I would have knew who Craig Hodges and BJ Armstrong was if Mike didn't throw that ball at their head and say, hit the three. When everybody's on me, you stay in that corner and hit that three. So
LeBron, so to me, this is where I look at it. LeBron's biggest case for him being the GOAT, right, isn't so much as it's most talented player, not just the greatest, because the fact that the fact that LeBron James, when he's done playing, will be a top 5 leader in assists and in points tells me the kind of player that he was. So I agree with you that if he took more shots and less assists, right, than what he has, and I think that he'd be the league's leading scorer very easily, right? But I think that ultimately, though, man, like I just look at Jordan. To me, Jordan transcends basketball, and that's when I think of the greatest. It's almost like
he is a game changer.
Yeah, it's almost like how Floyd Mayweather went undefeated, and he may have been the best of all time, but everybody regards Muhammad Ali as the GOAT because he transcends boxing.
Right. He changed boxing, and Muhammad Ali took all comers. Floyd, there's a lot of things that make Floyd, but we'll talk about it on another day. We'll have a good reason to talk boxing later.
Right.
But you're right. Michael Jordan did make you want to watch basketball.
Yes.
Like Lawrence Taylor changed football. He changed the whole football scheme. Lawrence Taylor will all, you know what I mean? We got Warren Saps and Ray Lewis's because of the way Lawrence Taylor changed football.
Lawrence Taylor changed how you look at defensive schemes in the sense of having a defensive end that you're expecting to sack the quarterback the way that he did, though. So I think that
So I'm with you. Mike was a game changer. Like saying, and me and you, we were lucky to see it. And I tell my son at the end of the day, like Mike Tyson, like Michael Jackson, you kids now will always know who they were, and you have no idea how dope they really were. How Michael Jackson could come and stand on fucking stage for 20,000 minutes and half the crowd damn near faint. He moves his head.
Not move. He'll stand there.
Right. And then moves his head to the right, and the other half faints. You'll never understand how crazy that was.
Now, I might, if I was that close to Beyonce and she did it, I might faint for Beyonce.
Hey. Well, first off, it's a whole different thing. Look, Mike didn't have nothing to do with sex appeal. Mike didn't have nothing to do with sex appeal.
If my wife, listen, I'm sitting here dying laughing that if I was at a Beyonce concert and my wife saw me faint from Beyonce, I can imagine my wife punching me all in my face, stomping me out.
She gonna make you wear panties. I'm gonna tell you right now. You lost. You are not the chief anymore.
Chris,
you don't get to run. Hey.
My wife would stomp me out in the middle of the crowd.
And she gonna take pictures. She's liable to call me and Ahmad. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. She gonna go live on y'all. Oh yeah. Look, you might not be able to come out the house.
I would never hear the end of it if I fainted at a Beyonce concert. My wife would never let me hear the end of it, though, man. No,
like I said,
never.
You know me, man. I'm a very alpha male, very man's man, right? I didn't think starstruck was a thing. But I have been starstruck twice in my life. And it was by men. It was by freaking men.
Who have you been starstruck by?
Bro, Floyd Mayweather weekend. I think it was the Manny Pacquiao Floyd. No, it wasn't that fight. Anyway, it was one of the Floyd Mayweather fights. You know, me and my boys go in there. Well, my brother, he's so hip hop out. He had the freshest everything. We got to go to Nas's store. Nas had just opened up a clothing store in Vegas off the strip.
Okay.
So after the fight, the next morning we get up early to go to Nas's store. We go walk into the store, and the store is kind of on a ramp when you go in. So as you walk up, you see the floor, and there's a dog. So who the hell got a little dog, a little Chihuahua looking dog? And as I looked up the chain, CeeLo Goody Green. I said, CeeLo Goody Green. Right? Now, the store's kind of empty because it's early. He said, that sound like family. And he walks over to us.
Okay.
Say, what's up, kinfolk? Shake my brother's hand, bro. I was stupid. I couldn't say shit. Because here he is. It's me and him. Me and CeeLo Green is right here. Ain't no fans. Ain't no fanfare. It's me and this man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he talking, man, my brother, he had to carry the conversation for a second, man. Like I was stupid. End of that story, man. He was school shopping with his kids and shit. I let him go get back to his kids. Oh, we took a picture and shit. So I go sit down to send the picture. This nigga come down and sit down next to me, man. We chop it up for 30 minutes. That was like you was saying, like that made my whole goddamn weekend, right? The only other time when I first moved to Dayton, Dave Chappelle lived here.
Okay, yeah.
I said, oh, Dave Chappelle lives in Dayton. I'm thinking Dayton, some big, huge place. Man, me and my daughter, we driving down the highway. Not the highway, one of the streets. Colonel Glenn, I think is the name of it, where the base is at. Dave Chappelle's on his motorcycle right next to me. Bro, I'm so starstruck, I almost ran the nigga over. I said, Dave. He said, hey. Now, the follow-up to that story, a year or two later, downtown Dayton, having me a scotch. Who sits down next to me at the bar? Dave Chappelle. So I look over. Hey, Mr. Chappelle. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Good. So we sit back. He ain't really talking to me. He didn't do me like CeeLo did me. But he did say, you ain't run nobody over lately, have you? I said, oh, shit. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've never been starstruck.
Hey, is that Sarah done jumped in the house?
Yeah. Sarah? Listen, but I remember when we had probably a couple months ago, the boy Mod tells a story about the time that he was starstruck. He had said he was starstruck. He was out in Houston for the Super Bowl weekend or something like that. He said he saw Timberland was like, and he said his voice got high. He said, that's Timberland. When you hear him say it, it's hilarious. He said,
because you don't ever think your body does different shit. You be like, oh God, I did. What is going on?
My voice got so high when I said it though, man. It's hilarious, bro.
Hey man, like I say, I didn't believe the shit until like I said, why am I? What did he do to me?
Hey man, let me ask you this though. So let me ask you this. So you say,
hey Vixen, what's going on, baby?
Yes. Thank you for checking in. You say you was at Nas's store up in Vegas. This is funny. You say you bring up Nas, right? So yeah, I have been getting dogged because they try to make it seem like because I've said Nas has failed out of my top 5 rappers of all time. I said that I think that there have been people who have came along that have moved up and have contributed more.
It happens. It happens.
Right. So like when you said, oh, Magic was the GOAT to you. And then once Magic said, now Jordan is that he's that dude.
He passed the torch.
Before Magic, there was Dr. J, and then Magic came along, right? So that changes, right? So I had this conversation on here where I say, you know what? I think that Wayne has came along and has done more in the times since Nas was usually regarded as a GOAT. Anywho, I say that to say this. So Nas, just while we were having this conversation,
that's fucking crazy,
drops the album out.
Right.
I think it came out today.
I think it came out on the 18th.
The first song I heard was on the 18th.
Yeah.
I heard the whole album today. First off, have you listened to this album?
So I heard probably the first 5 cuts. I got all the way to the Big Sean cut. So that was dope. Big Sean is one of my favorite little young cats.
Oh my gosh, bro, I don't like Big Sean.
Chill out. We'll talk about that later. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, let's stay on Nas.
All right.
Nas came. I think it's a good album. Me being the West Coast rap fan that I was when Nas first hit, I'm rocking with Pac. So it took me a long time to actually even sit down and give Nas a listen.
Right.
So, but when I finally did, I said, damn, that boy he had something to say. You know what I'm saying? Right. He had something to say. Now, the difference is Nas is really the last of the old school of your lyrics really mean something. Nas, remember I told last time I was on here, we was talking about to be a rapper, you got to have Kool-Aid. You got to have the Kool-Aid, you got to have the sugar and the water. You got to take all of them. You can't just have a great flow.
Facts.
Nas was probably the last that all it was really a great flow. He didn't always have to have the best production. He didn't ever have nothing trendy that people just sing except the song about the babies. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he's never had, the chorus that you just had to go. He just literally just gave you bars. He's a rapper's rapper. If you're a rapper, you should admire or appreciate what Nas does with words. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for him to come out the blue, because I don't think any of us knew this project was in the works.
I knew that it was coming. So here's what's interesting, though, man. What's interesting about this, I'll try to get the homie Mark trying to join. Let me see if I can get him on.
Oh, shit.
Let me get him on real quick. There we go.
Nice.
I got him. We out here. This is who I want. I'm glad that that I got him on right when we talk.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. Do a recap. Tell him where we at on the conversation.
All right, this is where we at. So we're talking about Nas. All right. So last week Nas drops Ultra Black, which, by the way, I had to go back and listen because he had that real nice little line about Doja Cat on there that I thought I missed that the first time around, right? So on this podcast, I've had several times where I have mentioned that of all the greats, all the GOATs, Nas was the one that I think has slid out of my top 5. Now, I've just default had Nas in there. Chris, from everything you said, supreme lyricist, probably one of the best storytellers in hip hop. But I've always felt that since Nas has kind of fell back, that there have been other people who have came along the way and have actually contributed as much content, as much push to the culture. Lil Wayne, for example, has came on.
Time out.
What you got?
Sarah, don't say all these sexy beards because Charles's beard needs some fertilizer.
This is
I don't know what Gucci, he need to get that old. I don't know what the hell that chin strap is he got. So Sarah, Mr. Nurse, he came in representing. I don't know. We get Charles. I don't want him to be
here. We Gucci here, and let me tell you, I got some wisdom going in here. I got like 2 strings of gray in here.
Look, y'all can't. I
done lived some life on out here, though.
Bro, look, I'd hurt your feelings if you seen all the gray in this motherfucker, boy.
So listen. So I got the homeboy Mark. Yeah. We got the homeboy Mark on here, right? Mark, I don't know if we. Let me see if I can get your volume. Let me hear you say something real quick. Not quite there. Not quite there. Listen. So I in my little the homie Esther. I got a homeboy of mine, Esteban from Marlboro. He was jumping on me because I said, "Listen, it's not." I had to explain to people. I'm not a Nas hater. I'm a fan of Nas. I'm probably more.
You're a bigger fan than I am.
I'm a bigger fan than what most people, but I'm also trying to be real about it and say, listen, I think at the end of the day that there's been more people. Wayne has won one. Drake has came along since Nas has come on out though. Shit. Nas comes out.
J. Cole gonna take Nas' spot. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and there's no hate to it because it's really an error thing. Nas, he'll be a legend. You know what I'm saying? No one can take that from him,
right?
But you don't have to hold the gate no more. You can go sit down now.
Here's where I'm going with this, there, Chris Top. So the homie Nas drops King's Disease today.
King's down there, yeah.
I listened to the whole thing, bro, all the way through 2 times. Chris Top is probably the best Nas album that I think I've ever heard, bro.
Damn, the best.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I thought.
Damn.
Listen, from what it's. Listen, bro.
Hey man, did you just have a little starstruck moment? Look at that face you just made was a little silly.
Chris Top, I'm gonna tell you this. This is where I'm going with this Nas, right?
It's a beard oil.
The reason why I say that,
Sarah's gonna send you some beard oil. That's hilarious.
Listen, bro.
Hey man, you know I'm coming. I'm coming at your ass from way back when I had got married that one time. And you said, man, Chris's beard looks nappy.
Like trash, bro.
you said your beard looks nappy. Your beard you couldn't even grow 2 strands on your face. I was so upset with you.
I was jealous that you had a beard and your beard looked like you told the barber who cut Kevin Durant's hair, and you got all of that hair just glued it on your beard. And your beard used to look like the hair on the floor from a Kevin Durant haircut.
And guess what? And that's why God will not allow you to grow one. He didn't like the way you talked about his son.
Oh my God, it's Carmen Beard.
Hey, shout out to Nas, godson.
But listen, Nas, bro. So I'm sitting here looking at I'm listening to the Nas. I'm gonna tell you why. I think that the Nas album is probably the best one. I think that sonically, bro, it sounds, even though it's boom bap is the golden era style drum, but it sounds current, right? It sounds so refreshing. And here's the thing: you can listen to every single beat, flawless. I mean, everything about the beats are it's a writing album. Like, it's one that you go on a road trip, you can put it on and play every single song without skipping any single song. Here's why I think that if back in the day when having a Source 5 mic album was a big deal, I would probably say this would have gotten at least 4.5 mics of an album, right?
Yeah.
The problem that stops it from being a 5 mic album goes right back to what you were saying, is that the boy Nas, he has no bangers, like no singles, like
he
nothing.
Keeps it.
It's storytelling all the way through. It's if you are a big Nas fan,
you're happy. You're happy, yeah.
You love it. But if you are a casual Nas fan, it's you probably will think it's cool, but it's not enough to make you think any different. Like, I don't think he's gonna gain any new fans, even though he has Hit Boy producing the whole album. Hit Boy's a fairly young producer. He's produced hits for Drake, for Kanye, Jay-Z. He's a top-notch producer. With that said, I thought that the Nas album that Kanye West produced was the best sounding album. It was the album.
Which one? That was the nigga album? Was that nigga or
No. This was the one that he dropped probably 2 years ago with Kanye. It was like a 7 or 8 song. The fact that you don't know it, the fact that you don't know this is. But here's the thing, though.
Telling, right? Yeah.
I say that to say this. This one, though, off production alone. So I had a conversation with Ahmad there. He was talking about, like, at least if 2 Chainz isn't gonna be the most lyrical, which I question that, by the way. 2 Chainz gives you.
He'll surprise you.
Yes, the delivery, it gives you the bangers. This album doesn't have those, but I mean, this one is classic Nas. Let's get the boy Mark back on here, see if he can Mark.
Oh, there he goes. I can hear you.
Yeah, let's try this again.
There he is. There he is.
There we go. Mark, I know that you listened to the Nas album yourself, right? I want to know, what are your thoughts on this particular Nas album? As someone who's admitted you're not necessarily a Nas fan. And my dude then froze up on over here already.
Oh, damn.
Come on.
There you go. He's coming.
We back.
We having problems today, fellas. My bad.
Tell me, Mark, as someone who says I am not a Nas fan, what do you think about King's Disease?
I think he bounced back hard. I think he watches the Slash Brothers podcast. He has to. He bounced back real hard, man. I can't lie. I liked it. I still don't like him, but I like it.
Listen, what is it? Now, mind you, I like Nas. What is it about Nas that you don't necessarily like? That says it ain't for me.
What? I call them East Coast boys dictionary rappers, man. I
ain't no
never been into that, man. I ain't never been into that stuff. And I was cool with it until he put the firm on there, man. He put the firm on there, and it took me back to, you see, this is why I don't listen to this stuff, man.
Oh, I listen.
What he do to the firm? I missed it.
Record. I like that one. That was like one of my favorite ones on the
Bad guy, you ain't make it past Big Sean song, so you ain't get there yet.
Yeah, okay, no, you ain't make it past Big Sean. So Nas has a song on the album with Foxy Brown, Cormega, and AZ. Now, this is what's funny.
Fuck AZ.
Oh my God.
Hey, AZ still got it though, bad guy. He still got it,
man. Hey, you know what? That's why I had to say it, because he was too nice at it, and I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was nice at it, bro.
It made me want more AZ. I'm like, I need more AZ, because when I heard him, listen, I've always preferred AZ over Nas, right?
Right.
But I'm like, why don't AZ put out more projects though, man? He was killing it, bro.
Man, the only thing I ever liked from AZ was Sugar Hill, and that's probably because of the beat, man. That had to be because of the beat. But he's a dictionary rapper too, and I thought Foxy Brown just destroyed her legacy some more on this song.
You think so, bro? Oh my God. Wait a minute.
You could tell her I said it, man.
Wait a minute.
You could tell her I said
it. Listen, Foxy came out here and had the stuff that she has to do what I think you had to do back in the day, where it's not enough for you to think you're the best. You have to say it. So I love that she came out saying, all right, these other chicks ain't rocking with me. Like, I thought that it was a dope comeback. I haven't heard Foxy in years, bro. Oh my God.
So I went to the store today. I was shopping for my Miami trip. Y'all can see my Cuban, got my Cuban feel. I was walking around the city. Feeling Cuban today. When I get the Nas text, so I go to the store to buy it, but my baby got Spotify, so we put it on Spotify because I'm like the nurse, man. I just can't give them East Coast cats too much love until they show me.
Right.
Hey, Method Man is the dopest out of the East Coast to me. See, I love Method. But anyway, with that being said, I just gotta plug my dad's Marvin Gaye, right? He's got an album called You're the Man. It's a lost album that they came out with about a month ago. So I can't wait to put that in there. I just had to change this Nas conversation.
You ain't even talking about listen, bro.
We're done with Nas.
I'm riding with you, bad guy. I'm riding with you, man. Chuck, man, that was more important, bro.
Yeah, that was more important. So there's a new Marvin Gaye album in the stores, people.
Wait a minute.
Go check that out. And then I got the classic. I got the classic on vinyl. Rich Slave, Trouble Man album. I got the classic Trouble Man album.
The original Trouble Man.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So we're done.
Let's talk about the next Charlie V. Visual, man.
Let's get back to the Bel Air movement, man.
What's up with the next Charlie V visual, man?
I'm gonna tell y'all this: the next visual. I finally have the location that I want.
Wait.
And I'm trying to go ahead and do the next visual probably as soon as this weekend, though. So I got it loaded. What you got, Christoph?
I got a whisper, man. Is that Shamika's on here?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, I'm getting shy. I gotta go get my mask.
Oh my God.
You know I love her. Oh God!
Man, tap into your inner bad guy, man. You got the hat on.
Oh shit! I got hide my face. I don't know how to act, fellas. I love that woman. I ain't never met her a day in my life. Boy, I tell you what, I'm silly, man. I'm silly. I think I've been drinking too much. What's next on the topic, man? We moving off this Nas, man. I liked it. I'll listen to it on Spotify.
Let me talk about this because I know that Mark. I know that Oklahoma is your team. Have your boys just checked out and said they're done for the playoff? They ready to go on vacation, bro?
Man, I think the Rockets hit their mojo, man. But the Rockets did what they supposed to do. They won they two at their digital home. It's time for us to go to our digital home and tie it back up.
Yep. What you missed is I talked to the big homie. I call him the big little homie because he older than me. But A said, bro, I'm actually mad because he said I didn't win and recorded my national anthem, and I got the word today that they playing the national anthem with me singing on the game 6 for the playoff. He said, bro, don't even like we gonna make it to game 6 out here, homeboy.
Oh, damn.
That hurts, man. That hurts.
Damn.
He said, maybe that's what they gonna make it, bro.
Maybe that's what we need, man. But I've been feeling like everything you said on that last podcast is right, bro. You when you was hitting on that we need the players to put the points up, 230s or 30 and a close to 30, and we ain't had that, man. Like CP3 said, he got to show up.
Ain't nobody coming off that bench doing nothing though. That's
not a thing, man.
Be the one. So
right, it hurts.
That's what I tried to explain to him. This is the Charles Venus theory of playoff basketball. At the end of the day, you got to have 2 30s and a 20. You got to get 2 of your best players, or somebody has to give you 2 30-point games, and somebody has to give you a 20-point game.
Or you got to be real balanced, like Utah.
You got to be real balanced. Or in Houston, for that matter,
rebound your tail off. Rebound.
Had a bunch of folks that came out and gave them some 20s, and then Austin Rivers dropped the 40s. So it's like, but at the end of the day, them 30s, 30, 30, 20, and that was my concern with the Lakers, is that LeBron can do 30, AD can give you 30. But if you relying on Kuzma or KCP to give you 20 every night, Kuzma might not give you 50 back-to-back games. KCP might not give you 10 back-to-back. So I'm just like, listen, man, I don't know how many teams that are out there that have the 30, 30, 20. I know that Portland is capable of it. But when I saw them check out, I didn't even like how they came out. They looked like they wasn't into it early on, though, bro.
And so I feel the same way, man. But if Dame's finger is gonna bother him from now on, they in trouble, man. But let me ask you boys this: if LeBron could only score 10 points and the Lakers still blow you out by 30, the whole Western Conference might be in trouble, man.
I think that you know what, this is the thing. I think that's a good point, but I think that only okay. So this is what I think. I think that worked against that Portland team, because that Portland team to me said, "Hey, we got our game won. We dealing with house money." But I think that if they play against, if they try to do it against the Nuggets, I don't think that would work. Right? The Nuggets to me got. The Nuggets,
bro, you might as well not talk about the Nuggets. I think they checking out. I think it's over for them. Utah might have just figured out what they need to do to close this one.
Yeah, the niggers. I mean, the Nuggets. What's the niggers? The Nuggets.
The Knuckers. Yeah, the Knuckers.
The Knuckers. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
They got so in theory though, right? I think that the Nuggets.
Y'all try to type in Nuggets.
I tried to type in.
I did it 7,000 times.
I didn't get that, bro. I
type nigger often. Let's clear this up. My computer recognizes nigger. You hear me? I type it regular. It's
every keyboard I got recognizes.
You know what I'm saying? They know I did nugget any which way, and nigger never was an option.
I do my best not to drop it in the slash comment.
I just did it for purposes, all intents and purposes.
I typed in. Listen, when I type in Denver on my keyboard, the Broncos don't come up. Nuggets come up every single time.
Come on, man.
Hey, listen, bro.
That was amazing. I love. Everybody said 2020 is a crazy year.
2020 is.
I'm loving. You know what? I'm learning to love this ugly woman. I'm learning to. You know. My dad told me a joke a long time ago about how his buddy invited him over with 2 women. The buddy's girl was very beautiful, remind me of your sister-in-law, and then the other girl, not so much. But my dad had to deal with the ugly girl, but the ugly girl had a 5th of Crown Royal. So my dad said he took a shot. Still ugly. By the 5th shot, he could look at her ears and say, at least she got some cute ears. And that's where I'm at in 2020. 2020 has been ugly as hell.
What's been attractive to you about 2020 so
far? A lot of people now believe that racism is real. A lot of people believe that. That, hey, Chris, what you've been telling us for the last 12 years, I think I understand. That's
what you're hanging on.
Hey, man, I got to see the glory in it. Podcast, social media, you're learning who people really, really are.
Facts.
We supposed to did a podcast 7,000 years ago, right?
Best part of 2020 for me, Slash Brothers podcast.
Come on, you see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to roll with that one. I'm gonna have to roll with that one in tights and booty shorts, man.
Woo!
2020 at least didn't completely cancel sundress season. It came fast.
Amen.
It didn't go quite fast. I got the song. I got.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna shout them out right now.
Big Thigh say,
Amen, Lord. Amen, Lord.
Mark, let me tell you what's funny. You said that you were talking about the other thing that's gonna happen in 2020. The Bel Air 2 is coming, by the way. There's a song that I have where I say that very line in the song that I have on the Bel Air. There's a song called Thick Thighs and Thin Patience. And that is listed on there. That is one of the lyrics on the song, though, bro.
Yeah.
So what is that? A tribute to black women?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's yeah. I'm listen.
Look, and that's another thing that 2020 has given us. The world is starting to act like they actually love black women.
2020 put WAP on the map already.
Come on, WAP on the map. Interviewing the president to be. Yes, Cardi B is interviewed the president.
I thought 2020 was straight trash juice, but now, Chris Top, you might be convincing me that there's
another shot. Hey, you know what? That ugly girl's nose is kind of cute. I'm telling you, you just gotta look at it differently. You gotta start with the ears. Then you make your way around to her nose. Then before you say, look at her lip. Boy, she got some beautiful lips. Now they don't go together, but if you just look at the pieces.
I don't know, because I was 2020 had me feeling like Tory Lanez. I was gonna shoot it in the toe.
Oh my God.
I was gonna shoot it in the toe, man.
Let's go.
Let's talk about that.
You like that segue, huh, Chucky? That's that segue game. Ahmad, shout out to Ahmad, the segue game.
Let's get into the segue game. Let's talk about this. I told y'all before, I can only think of a couple of scenarios
where
make me put my hands on a female.
Yeah.
Chris Top, I told you, Mark, I told you I had a cosign. Jennifer Jameson, she got hands.
Come on.
She got haymakers.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
20 for 20.
Come
all
on.
Haymakers.
Come on.
And I said, if Jennifer Jameson hit me with one of them man punches that I saw her go 20 for 20 on, I might be inclined to give her all I got.
So let me follow you up before you even start. Because you remember, I was offending people. Last time we did this, the comments was ready to beat me up. All I was saying, we don't know the story, people. We don't know the story.
Chris Top, because we think that we got some of this story right now. New information.
Hey, no, ain't no thing. Megan said, now I was trying to be cool with your goofy ass.
Let me run this back for the folks who have not seen this.
Give it to him.
Thee Stallion, a Texas treasure who needs to be protected at all costs.
All costs.
Comes out here and says on her live, hey, homeboy, I've been trying to protect you. Even though you done shot me in my foot, I've been
for no reason. Look, she said for no reason.
For no reason.
I wasn't even threatening you. I was out the car.
Shot me in the foot, and I've been trying to protect you. I ain't get arrested. Right?
I didn't tell the police nothing.
I didn't tell Listen here, Chris Top. It made me respect Megan Thee Stallion even that much more because it told me that she clearly knows the G code.
Hey man, I was so upset because I was so wrong. And when I go back and look at that podcast, because all I said was, man, hey, she must have did something.
Chris Top, that is now. Let me ask you this. Okay, so I got some questions for y'all. I got a couple of questions for y'all from this one. Let's talk about this. Megan Thee Stallion says, listen, homeboy, I've been trying to protect you. Meanwhile, you've been having your publicists, you've been having management come on out and reach out to all these blog sites and put out information that says, I put these Jennifer Jameson hands on you.
And all you had to do was shut the hell up.
That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do.
Nothing. She was not participating with police. She's a G.
She's a real
gangster. Ace time for real.
Real Texas right there.
She knows the G code. So apparently that doesn't apply in Toronto. Maybe they do things.
Damn Canadians
must have to. They must.
Chris Top, Megan Thee Stallion says, listen, homeboy, we were in the truck. We was arguing. I got out the car and you shot at me for no reason. Chris Top, I never condone putting your hands on a woman aside from the JJ hands. With that said, Chris Top, what could Megan Thee Stallion say to you that would make you cack?
I don't know what she can say. I don't know what she can say.
What is it? I've never been one to put my hands on a female nor condone it, right? And I don't want to say that it justifies it. I'm trying to figure out, dog, you shot a female. That's one, right? You shot at a female.
I don't like the way people say that. I'll shoot a female. Let's clear this up. I don't like they say, oh my God, you shot a female. No. I will shoot a female and I will hit a female because I'm equal opportunist. Now,
Chris, let me ask you this.
I wouldn't hit a woman that I'm dating. I wouldn't hit a woman in my family, but I'd knock a stranger out. I'm telling you right now.
No. I'm gonna need you to qualify. Chris, go
ahead.
What would it take for you to put them paws on a woman?
If a woman is beating up a woman in my life, like my daughter, if I pull up and there's 3 women jumping on my daughter, I'm laying all them hoes down. I'm laying them all down.
So Taylor's getting jumped and she getting
man. I'm coming off the top rope with the elbow. Come on, bro. I'm telling you, I'm an equal opportunity.
Everybody in hotels, you sleeping.
Hey, come on, man. Look, and if their mom come over here, how you hit my daughter? I'm gonna punch her in the mouth too, because you should have raised her to be a little lady. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say, I'm listening to Charlemagne the God. Oh, I would never do this, and you should never do this, and women in it. First off, I'm an equal opportunist. He sounds so sexist. You sound so sexist.
Okay, so just stop. No other female involved. It's you and another female. What?
Okay, all right. So it's just me and this female. Now, with that being said, right.
Mind you, remember they got thick thighs and thin patience.
Right.
Remember
that. Hey. Now, I don't think, because to this day, I've never hit a female. I've never even had to push a female. I mushed one one time. I mushed her in her face. I mushed her. I ain't gonna lie, it happened. It was a bad time, but I did it. She spit on me. When I mushed her, she had spit on me. She spit on me. I mushed her. Okay, I mushed her. Sure. Going back now, the man that I am now. See, I was a good young boy back then. You don't hit girls, so that's why she didn't get hit. If she spits on me tomorrow, I'm gonna knock her ass the fuck out. Sorry. And the only other time that I feel I would put my hands on a woman is if that motherfucker's giving me the work. Hey, get her, yoink. I'm gonna give her one now. You know what I'm saying?
Chris,
and I never just throw one punch. So if I throw one, I'm gonna throw another.
Let me get this right. You got a girl. You talking noise. This is a heated argument. And this girl goes and punch you in your mouth.
Right.
Got your gums bleeding. She out here got your lip bleeding, your teeth turning orange from the blood. She done caught up on you solid.
I'm walking away. I got to go. I'm gonna run. If she hit me hard enough, I'm laughing because you know me. For one, I don't like to argue passionately with somebody I can't fight with. You see what I'm saying? So if I get into an argument with a woman, hopefully it's online. I don't want to argue with it. If I ever got into an argument with a woman at a party, house party, right? It happens. You know, they get to blah, 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 they get to laughing and joking, blah, blah. If I can't laugh my way out that, see, usually when I make a woman mad that I don't know, because it's usually somebody I didn't know, I'm the first time meeting them, they're mad at me for whatever reason. I'm either going to make them laugh or the people they came with laugh. Now, you know, she's probably going to be sitting there bubbling. She's going to be mad, but everybody else around you is going to be laughing because I know how to de-escalate the situation. Now, like I say, there are certain women that believe that they can just, you know, throw them hands. If I ever, God forbid this never happens, if I ever get hit hard enough, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. Look, my mom tried to hit me a couple weeks ago. My mom hits hard. What I do, Charles? I ran. I said, "Mommy, you tripped? What is wrong with you?" And, you know, she's just, I'm running, bro.
Okay, bad guy. Okay, let me help you out before you heat up.
Mark, you at a party.
Charles, you ain't even got to explain it for me. I already got you. Is my beard right?
Look good.
Bad guy, let me tell you something, because I ain't got to tell Chuck this. I'm from Killeen, goddamn Texas, bad guy. And Killeen females, Chuck, I've been in the city lights in I'll admit, I hit a female. Killeen females could talk with the best of them, talk the most trash. Talk the most trash. The most trash. Did I say the? Like Thee Stallion. Thee Stallion. The most. Now, bad guy, if you get punched in your mouth locker hard enough around people, you gonna hit whoever that was. Whoever that was, you're gonna hit them. Even if you don't believe in it, it just happens. It just happens.
Hey, heaven forbid.
I'm not even that kind of guy, but it was a natural reaction, and my elbow said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
Oh my God!
He wasn't on here when we talked Starstruck, so I didn't know what I did when I seen two of my most admired men. Right when I met Dave, when I seen Dave Chappelle, and when I seen CeeLo, my body did some shit I couldn't control. Right? We already saw. Oh shit! Damn. So with that being said, being hit in the mouth, I've never not swung back. It's damn near automatic. However, I hope I can run away. I hope. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm smart enough. This is my thing. When it comes to dudes that seem to always fight females, I say, you didn't realize when she was walking closer to you? You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? That you see what I'm saying? Like, whenever a woman is upset with me, and I do make them upset, you know me. I know how to clown and make people feel horrible. If a female starts getting closer to me, I'm backing up, and I'm literally telling the people, "Hey man, get your girl. Hey man, get your peoples, man. Get your peoples."
I think Kim Tyler would have slapped you if this slash was live.
Yeah, she was at me, wasn't she?
My girl Kim.
I think Kim was hot that day.
Hey, she was. Oh shit!
Listen, it was the same conversation, and we was also talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Hey man, you'd have thought Megan was her sister.
I got some questions for y'all though, right? Because one of the things that I was just sitting here thinking is that I was wondering, right? And I'm like I said, I don't want to justify it. I just wonder what was the conversation, because she said, "I didn't hit you. We was arguing, I got out, and then you wound up letting off a couple shots." So I'm just wondering, like almost like how when Chris Brown and Rihanna had their thing, and so the boy Chris Brown, they said he headbutted her or whatever. I'm just still wondering, like, what was that?
What was the trigger word? Yeah.
What was that one? What you did? That was the straw. That was too much, though. That's where.
This is where I literally turn back into the young gentleman. There's something about you little boys. Y'all was raised. You know what I'm saying? Y'all too following y'all feelings. When I moved to Dayton, I was running with a couple Ohio cats, and both of them on. Not at all, Ohio. They both explained to me what they called a sucker attack. A female they was dealing, the female was dealing with them, and something in their mind made them have a sucker attack, where basically they feelings, their emotions got the best of them, so they became a sucker in the situation. And I appreciate it. I can appreciate that they say that they lost it. And you become a sucker if you let a woman get you so upset that you have to physically harm her. You see what I'm saying? I do, and like I say, I try my best not to be sexist. I'm very equal opportunist. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people are like, oh my God, that's a female. Blah, nah. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you always fighting with women or some shit like that, but I ain't ever heard you get into no fight with no man,
ever.
You a sucker, nigga. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You a sucker, man.
I think she must have said that's why you can't sing without auto tune.
And the end of the sentence with real hot girl shit.
Yeah. And you know what he said? I know that bitch didn't. That's probably what he said, bitch.
I think that she said something slick like that. She must have said.
Yeah, little man syndrome.
She must have said that's why them shoes make you 2 inches taller. Or that's
little bitty ass nigga. Yep.
Little bit. Yeah. Hey, look. And hey, man, as a man, what could a woman say? I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you
already winning. You got Meg in the truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, and you dropping off and going back to your other chick house. Man, it is what I say.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I know exactly. I know the thing that my wife would be able to say to me, and I've never, ever.
Don't do it, Chuck.
Don't speak it into existence.
Don't say it out loud, Chuck.
I'm gonna say it out loud,
Chuck.
Oh Lord, don't do it.
Literally over my shoulder, not over my shoulder, but I know she's listening. She can't hear y'all, but she hear me. She know what we talking about. I'm gonna tell you the one thing.
Oh shit.
And she probably will laugh at this. But if one day she says, let me take a step back. Let me preface this real quick.
Bel Air 2 is trash. Real hot girl shit.
Real hot girl shit. Real hot girl some shit.
If she told me the Bel Air 2 trash, homeboy, I'd be like, what you say, brother?
Not even trash. She tell you, man, Bel Air 2 is real hot girl shit.
No. Look, or I thought he was gonna bring up Billie Jean. You got to sell Billie Jean.
No, here's what I think. Now, mind you, I think that this. So my wife and I, we have these kind of conversations where it's not an awkward moment, right? But it's almost like when you're married, you have kids and everything like that, and you say, "Oh, well, you know what? I put my kid, I put my wife first, or I put my husband first." I think that we both kind of universally kind of put land in the head of each other, right?
He's the future.
And not just that. I think that we've been together long enough where we've lived a whole lifetime before landing, right? So here it is with him. He's just new to the equation, but it's like, you know what, whatever, right? Not a bad thing, but that's just how we look at things, and we're realistic about that. Because I know how much I love my son. I know how much my wife loves my son, right? So if she ever came to me and said, you know what? That's why he ain't even yours.
Oh, shit.
I think she would get RKO'd over the table immediately.
Okay.
RKO'd over the table. I'm talking about she might get kicked in the stomach, stone cold stunner, wherever we at. If we was at a restaurant, she might get body slammed over the table. I might have to jump off of one of the sofas, elbow smash like Randy Macho Man Savage. I'm gonna
have to give you that one, Chuck.
Hey man, listen.
I'm gonna have to give you that one. Look. Only reason I'm gonna give you that.
It's that word.
No. Now, see, let me say this. I'm gonna say this. The only reason I would let you get that off is because that would be her so out of character. You see what I'm saying?
It would be.
She would be. That would. I don't see her doing nothing like that. Yeah.
You know where that would take.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think he see it, bad guy. He just saying. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I read it because I said, yeah, she must be going crazy.
Because I still want to know what made Tory pull the pistol, man. What happened to a good chokehold? What happened to a good headlock?
Hey, man, I don't think he could have handled her. I don't think if he
slap her in them cute ass ears from behind that you've been talking about.
Hey, I don't think he wanted that smoke, bro. I don't think he wanted that smoke.
Part of me thinks that, right? Like you would shoot at a female. Like if you would shoot at a female, what wouldn't you do? If you don't have that kind, that's the dog.
Like, what would you have done if you didn't have no gun? I feel like he was scared of her, bro. I'm telling you, like,
I wouldn't shoot at. Listen, I wouldn't.
But you got your security and her homegirl in there.
Yes. And you pull a gun.
Why?
I think that the boy must have been high on something, bro.
Nah, man. I think he's just a sucker. I think he's just a sucker.
But I think that when you already are a sucker and you a high sucker, I listen, I'm gonna be honest though, bro.
She would have body slammed him. She would have body slammed him.
Who has he beefed with?
He's had some little scuffles. I've seen some videos of him doing some scuffles. Never did work, but I've seen some little scuffles where he's got it, and it clearly seems like he got that little man complex where, you know what I'm saying, he feels like any little thing is disrespectful, whatever.
That's funny.
But I think that here's what I'm wondering. Do you realistically think, if I know that he's a man, but do you think if they were shooting a fair one, do you think that he could get with Megan Thee Stallion?
I don't think it matters what we think. I don't think he thinks he could get with her. You see what I'm saying?
He couldn't have if he pulled
his gun. You know what I'm saying? I think he was.
He couldn't have. But I've seen him talk cash shit on Breakfast Club, on a few things.
Oh, I gotta go check that out.
Yeah,
I barely know who the cat is until this shit happened.
I only know because he was on the Chris Brown tour or Drake tour, one of them tours.
You haven't been paying attention to Quarantine Radio. Listen, bro, I'm gonna be completely honest. If Tory Lanez was probably having the best 2020 of anybody right up until that happened, though, bro.
Damn,
got to be canceled.
Listen,
can't get no money in Texas.
So here's what I'm wondering, though, right?
Hey, man, my future wife said he done showed his girliness during Quarantine Radio.
Listen,
Diddy said that's called bitch assedness.
Listen, Quarantine Radio was probably one of the it was the biggest social media movement before Versus. Tory Lanez would literally have his Quarantine Radio going live, and he would have close to 1 million people on it. He was doing bigger numbers than Versus in the battles. And so even then, when Tory Lanez, right when he was doing Quarantine Radio, he had just got out of his record label deal. He was already independent, whatever distribution deal he had gotten out of. He just put out a mixtape, had good reviews, and this was like his free agency period where he was in complete control, and whatever the next move he was going to make was going to be huge. So my question for you, gentlemen, is that if Chris Brown could bounce back for putting that headbutt on Rihanna, and Rihanna basically forgave him for it, can Tory Lanez bounce back from this?
Not now. Not after Megan comes back and says, hey, stupid, I was being cool, and you putting your people, you still trying to twist the story? You ain't even a G about it?
I ain't say nothing. I ain't tell.
Now, if he would have sit down and shut up and let everybody just speculate, and it come out 10 years later, he would have been okay. But now you run around doing bitch assedness.
Let me
run around being a little girl.
Let me get some context to this, right? Chris Brown headbutts Rihanna and more, has her mugshot all over every social media site you can think of, right?
Right.
He goes to jail for, I don't know, 6 months or whatever. Goes in jail, maybe 10 months or whatever. He goes in there, gets chubby, right? Comes out of jail, the chubby Chris Brown, and immediately is performing on the BET Award immediately, fresh out of jail.
But are you comparing? So you just talked about a quarantine summer for Tory Lanez. I knew who Chris Brown was before jail and after jail. Chris Brown, you can't compare.
That's the difference. That right there is the difference between Chris Brown and Tory Lanez.
And Rihanna admitted to fighting her and Chris, and like I say, she gave him the pass and, made it easier for the public to forgive Chris.
So if Megan Thee Stallion, listen, she got it. She's for starters, Chris Top, Texas, friend. She has a forgiving heart. She's from the great state.
Man, she didn't.
The great state.
Hey, Charles, you are my chief, right? You my brother from another mother, right? If you shoot me in my feet over some bullshit, you better. You gonna go to jail, brother.
Chris Top, here's what I'm wondering though. He didn't shot her in the foot, and if somehow,
where's it at? Up the street.
Yeah, why am I?
That's my baby, y'all. That's the end. It's over after that. That's the tap right there. Coming in.
I think he's like 4 years old still, bro. Like, what is he doing there, dude? I hear
Tapton is 11 years old. He just checked in because the street lights came on. Right, street lights came on. He came in. Hey, I'm in. And he said, "Can I go back over? Can I go back out? It's movie night. They got movie night in my neighborhood. Hey, Dad, can I go back? All right, go back and watch the movie, man. Go ahead, man. Go watch your movie.
If Megan Thee Stallion forgives Tory Lanez and said, "We good now," does that make everything okay then?
So he'll have to August, whatever that boy's name is. He's gonna have to go on somebody's show. He's gonna have to cry and explain that his uncle touched him. And he's going to have to go on a crybaby tour, and he's got to live up to his bitch assedness. And whatever fans he did have, they still fuck with him. What I'm telling you is, he was barely on my radar to begin with.
Is he canceled? Is he Mark? Is he canceled?
Chuck, to me, Chris Brown had a celebrity that you couldn't touch, man. Anything he dropped turned to gold. And Tory Lanez, I don't know if he got it. The only thing that could save him is a mega hit. And he ain't even fucking with WAP, if you ask me.
Listen, is that okay? Wait a minute. Is that
Chris Brown came with?
Can we hear him with
Chris Brown came with Deuces, bro.
You're gonna have to do a song featuring NSYNC to outsell me.
Chris Brown came with Deuces after it, man.
Come on, man.
Wait a minute.
Hey, man, did he call Jesus Christ? Matter of fact, he might. Oh, is he gonna be on the Bel Air too? He gonna be on Bel Air too. Is he gonna be?
I'm gonna tell you now, Chuck. If he on Bel Air too, I ain't fucking with it. I'm gonna ride with the one song that I got, and that's it.
That's it. You say you ain't going on tour with him. Don't call me for no video shoot.
Listen, so you said the boy Chris Brown, fresh out of putting these hands on Rihanna, which no one still knows all the background story on. But he fresh
because neither one of them bitched up and tried to tell their side.
Deuces was dope, but is that what it takes? It's
a mega hit, bro. A mega hit.
Gives you with all the OGs, and remember, there's like 3 remixes to Deuces, and he got so many OGs on there.
Listen, I think that Tory Lanez is canceled in Texas. I don't think that he'll ever be.
He damn sure canceled in Texas.
Man, he might die. He might die because of Texas. Hey man, somebody come answer this though.
Listen, my question though that I have is that what would it take for as for the hip hop and black community to say,
"Hey, come on in, VP. That's my people." I'm on this podcast right quick, baby. I'll be right back. All right, hey man, hey, y'all give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
But Mark, so he comes out with a cold song, the coldest song since Thriller. Is that enough?
That's enough to get some of these suckers out here, but not myself, not Texas. You done down here. You done in Texas, Louisiana, Georgia. Shoot, maybe up there by Bad Guy. You done down this way though.
Listen,
I can't see you bouncing back.
one of the things I thought that was interesting is that Kalani said, listen, no, me and Megan Thee Stallion are friends. Like, that's my homegirl. I call her, we check up on each other. We regular, not outside of music. So when she pulled Tory Lanez off of it, she was like, yeah, on the strength of my loyalty to her, I got to start rocking with you. And more people are basically falling back from rocking with Tory Lanez. And so my thing is that, is it that he is permanently done, or is there room for him to get back into the good graces of the people?
I mean, you don't want to have that around you when you trying to go up, man. Look what Master P did with his own brother, man. He pulled away from C Murder just to not have that tear down No Limit, although it was on its way down anyway.
Listen, I can assure you that Tory Lanez is not on the Bel Air 2. I can assure you that Tory Lanez is not in the next visual that's coming up from the Bel Air 2 as well. But I am curious, though, that with all things considered, is Tory Lanez completely done? And part of me believes that in general, the Black community and the hip hop community has forgiven people for far worse, that I don't think that he's done, even if I don't rock with him like that.
He might not be done, but he gonna be damn near Lil Flip, man.
Hey man, let me say this. Let me say this, man.
Lil Flip?
Hold on.
He gonna be Lil Flip, man.
Damn. So check this out, bro. So what you just compared, though, you said the Black community has forgiven for far worse, right? Which is very true. Which was very true. We're very fickle society. We're a very fickle society, and we have a lot of rules and regulations that not all of us even really understand. So with that being said, when you say worse, how much worse can you get to shooting someone that wasn't a threat to you? You see what I'm saying? And then, like you say, she is a Texas treasure, and she's becoming it. Then she drops what? Now, mind you,
my sister
and a platinum selling single, by the way.
My sister went right exactly where I was talking about, because R. Kelly was let off on the case that he was. That everybody knew he was getting on. He dropped Chocolate Factory and Step in the Name of Love, and people just let it ride.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because a lot of people molest children. A lot of people take advantage of young Black girls. A lot of people want to forgive R. Kelly because they want to be forgiven.
But R. Kelly got that kind of power that Chris Brown got that I'm talking about. Okay, I don't know if Tory Lanez got that. As you can see,
I'll rock with that one too.
Me and Bad Guy already said that he wasn't even on our radar. So
come on, exactly.
I know we not the only one.
Listen. Okay. Let me.
Hey, because he ain't got no 12 play. Now look here. Chris was made a TP2. Goddamn it.
Okay, let me just put a couple things out there. Right. So let's just say R. Kelly aside. There was a young lady not too long ago where your boy, like, not gonna say your boy, I like him as well, but CeeLo Green was basically accused of having sex with this girl who was completely unconscious.
Yep.
Right?
Bill Cosby, right? Yeah, Bill Cosby.
Right. Said he drugged her. And then boom, knocked it on out.
Right.
And I don't think that people canceled him necessarily. I think that people let him live. Right.
White America was the only one that canceled him. White America's the only one that canceled CeeLo.
That is my whole point, though, right? So my thing is that if what we typically do is forgive people, is this a forgivable? Like, I don't think that. Let's just say he won't. Let's say I'm gonna say hypothetical. If he has a no-flight zone for Texas, he can't even fly through, can't even drive through, right? But even outside of that, I'm saying as a whole, does our culture forgive Tory Lanez? If all you're saying, listen, give me a classic record, and you back.
So possibly. Because we have no soul. America as a general has no soul. Black America's soul is for sale. So possibly.
I'm saying that because they've done it before. So
right. It's going to take more magic than Tory Lanez has. He's going to need help. somebody's gonna have to invest in him.
He's afraid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna be able to come back on his own. He's not gonna be able to come back on his own.
What I'm saying though, listen. So Tory Lanez, as I said, at the peak of 2020 for him was probably like around April, right? April, May. This is how he is. This is why when you wonder, like, what is Tory Lanez doing with Megan Thee Stallion? It's because at his peak, he was the most popular R&B guy at that particular time, getting the most shine. There wasn't a lot of new R&B music that was out that was hot, but even though he wasn't, him as a person, as a in music was popping. So I'm thinking that's how he bagged Megan. But at the end of the day, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, all right, he was on the incline. So I'm thinking, like, what exactly? So he is basically he has the potential, right? So I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. As bad as I think that this is, I'm gonna be completely honest. I do think that all it's gonna take is for a great song, and I think that all is forgiven. You may never forget it, but I think all will be forgiven with a dope song, bro. And that's
the only problem is, hey, Nurse, can you name a Tory Lanez song?
I sure the hell can't. Can't think of one.
So what? Shut up. You keep your finger on music. You supposed to. That's your job, right?
Yeah, he has Say It. He has Everyone Falls in Love. He got a couple. He got some bangers out there.
In your world, I have 3 daughters that live in this house. Right? Taylor's 25. Asia's 24. Kayla's 19. Tory Lanez don't get played in this motherfucker, bro. Sorry. I'm just saying, man. And my daughters listen to all great music.
A lot of people will say I keep my finger on music, and I'm being pitched to be on some music podcast to tell what I think of music. And Tory Lanez just ain't caught my ear, Chuck. I don't know.
I drive around this nation. Listening to radio. Every once in a while, I give one of my kids the aux cord, right? Hence, that's how I started liking Big Sean. No Tory Lanez hits my radio. I listen to Spotify. I listen to Pandora.
The one thing I did hear, I thought I was listening to Bryson Tiller. The one thing
There you go. And
my son was like, "Nah, that's Tory Lanez." I like, oh.
Hey man, hey, we got to bring my you gotta let my wife, my future wife on this podcast one of these days. I want to hear how she talk. She's going crazy in the comments. She's going crazy.
Just for you, Chuck. I'm gonna check him out. Just for you. I'm gonna check him out.
When you listen to this is the thing out there. So this is what I think. I'm not saying that Tory Lanez is the greatest. What I personally like about Tory Lanez, right, is that ultimately what Tory Lanez does is what me and Ace are trying to do on a larger scale, because he's completely independent. He does all of his own visuals. He does all of his own production. His team is all his own original dudes. So all of the people that he get money with are all day ones, right? And so I think that the fact that I respect his grind enough to know his past and him working.
So what you asked, see, Mark, you gotta listen when he's talking. What he just asked us is, hey, when I blow up and I have to mess around and shoot Neek in the feet, are y'all going to help me come back? That's what he just said. He said, if I mess around and have to shoot Neek in the feet, y'all gonna abandon me. So with that being said, Chief, I think you got the magic. I'll be in your corner. I know Nick be bullying you. So if you happen to shoot Nick in the feet, we know it's because she said that's why Landon don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? So I said that's why he shot her.
I'm trying to get Landon on here. Just let me do a little quick paternity test real quick. Come here. Come here. Quick paternity test, real quick.
You gonna swab his mouth?
Come here, man. Real quick.
Ah, there's the man.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, man. I can't thank y'all enough. I absolutely, as always, love y'all perspective. I love the energy, though, man. I absolutely got to have y'all boys back. A couple things. Hey, listen, I wanted to say that probably here next week, big announcement. Besides the music stuff, but some other stuff from Slash Brothers podcast, though, man. So more stuff coming as well, though. Especially one of the main reasons why I like having y'all on as well, though, man. I think that we're looking to expand the platform, so I definitely want to have some more information. Probably sometime next week, hopefully on next Friday when my brother's back, we can get to that part of it. But hey, man, listen, thank y'all though for jumping on here, man, for riding with your boy. Shout out to my girl Cheryl King, though. Cheryl put me on though, man. Real
hey, man, Cheryl's in them comments lighting it up, man. I'm loving it. Hey, man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, Cheryl King put me on though. Real talk. Like I literally would not be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for her seeing what I see in myself. So yes, thank you.
Man, I got to shout out my peoples, man. Renata came on the post. What's up, sis? That's my twin. If y'all didn't know Renata Carson, that's my twin soul right there. Vixen, I seen you.
Shout out to Mark. Listen, shout out to Mark Lane came in as well, typically checking in. He actually has his next open mic, and your boy's gonna be on that one as well, though, man.
So yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, August 28th, right?
Yeah.
Oh damn, let me know the next one, man. I'll drive down, man. You know I love me a good open mic.
His open mic. So this is gonna be the interesting thing is that his open mics are virtual, and it's usually right after the podcast. So last time he did it and Ace did it, he had, as soon as he jumped off, had to go ahead and jump on that one. So I think
he just officially gave a name to it. The mic is yours.
The mic is yours. So yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to him on that one. Shout out to my sister Kima checking in as well, though, man. She out there.
Hi, Kima. It's been too long.
Listen to you.
I'm bad now. You should have introduced me when I was good.
But real talk though, man. But thank y'all. We went a little over though this time around, but I'm glad that it did. It was dope. But hey, but like I said, back next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Thank all of y'all for checking in with your boy while your boy Ace was out of here, man. Slash Brothers, we out this thing, man. One love, y'all.
We love you, Megan. We love you.
Love Megan.
We love you, Megan.
Peace out, y'all.